The event concludes. The side effects begin soon after. I left off in my last post that I was instructed to read the license plate off the car in front of us. In order to get it right, my consciousness was put directly 1.5 feet from the moving vehicle's license plate. I realized after reading the numbers and letters that these individuals immediately learned our numbers and alphabet system based off of my own mind processing the information. After completing the license plate reading task, my host wanted me down on the street corner in front of the old Gates rubber factory building I saw while looking out the window. Just so you know, at this time my body is in a moving car with part of my consciousness on the overpass while another part of my consciousness is standing on the street corner looking at this stupid decrepit building. I was literally, in full consciousness, standing next to this very post on the street, while at the very same time in a moving car. I have no idea why the off-planet individuals were so interested in what used to be a 1920s Ford assembly plant in Denver. At this point I had zero interest in the aliens, this building, their reasons why. These individuals were just using my consciousness at their own leisure, transporting it all over the outside of this building, and using it to get up close and inspect certain architecture features of the old building. I got a resounding, "Yeah, we used to do this too," from my hosts while we all were inspecting this stupid building. Truth be told, I was not focused at all on this building whatsoever. I was focused on how these individuals were able to use universal consciousness to do to me what they were doing. Body, spirit and time. One thing that became abundantly clear during this off-planet contact event, was that consciousness is not a collection of thoughts in your head, it's a whole lot more than that. When one is connected to universal consciousness itself, we can't escape the fact that our consciousness is connected, or a part of everything with consciousness in the universe. After this event, I would say consciousness makes up a great part of one's soul. Consciousness does not require physical form whatsoever. I had 2 out-of-body tasks during this event and both tasks gave rise to a physical experience outside the physical body. I learned through this event that one's consciousness can be fragmented into different places at the same time. Out-of-body consciousness does not adhere to space-time constraints our bodies are living in. After years of reflection on this event, I feel our bodies are an anchor point for our consciousness in this reality. It's the best explanation I can come up with. I obviously was tasked to observe various locations around the Gates building. Even though I was not at all personally focused on that, I remember every detail that these individuals wanted to see on that building. Then there was my experience in the moving car while all the other things were going on. Even with all of this going on, these individuals wanted me to know certain things before they left for their world. First of all, by default, I felt like the resident house pet when interfacing with these beings. To this day, I am not sure these beings have a physical body because a body is in no way even needed when we're talking about consciousness of oneself. That is a completely different topic for another time. Also, equipment, albeit advanced from our point of view, was deployed in our solar system. That equipment can be manipulated by consciousness itself. For me, that aspect is completely natural and makes a whole lot of sense. These individuals made it very clear that they were not native to our solar system and that they normally don't leave their home world. So, do they even need to have a body to be on a ship? All I can tell you is that when you are working on pure consciousness it seems, or feels like, you are in your body when you are actually not. These beings made it abundantly clear that it is absurd to even entertain the notion that they would have a personal relation with human beings on this planet. I agree 100% that humanity is not only not ready for a relationship with these beings, but also, we are in no way ready for any relations with off-world beings. That may not sit well with some, but it's another topic for another day. However, what I found extraordinary is that they lied to me, kind of. They let me know that it would be hundreds of years before any kind of interaction between them and ourselves could ever take place. Even though they put it in terms of hundreds of years, I know they realistically believed it would be more like thousands of years. Our advanced development as a species in their eyes has zero to do with technology but everything to do with higher states of consciousness. Having gone through this event, I could not agree more with them. Maybe there, several hundred years, before a relationship with them was best case. I felt that these beings were holding back how truly more advanced as beings they truly are in comparison, not wanting to be rude or egocentric. I found that their manners, for the lack of any other way to put it, wasn't something I would have expected. They were excited to let me know. These individuals were excited to inform me that there are other civilizations similar in development to our own, in the neighboring solar systems. Because I am fully aware just how much more advanced these beings are to us, as I stated eons ahead of us, the idea of similar in development could mean a lot of different things. Later, I even wondered if we have a host of other civilizations in neighboring solar systems just as screwed up as our own. So for me, while people on this rock are looking at off-planet spaceships and wondering, I know we have civilizations on other planets near our own solar system. I just don't know in what context that really means when comparing it to our own planet. Of course, I believe that we don't even know the true history of our own planet at the end of the day. The bottom line for me is that yes, life and man, what a question, what actually is life, yes, does exist off of this planet. It makes no difference to me what opinion others have on this topic. I know because I shared consciousness with those that really do know the answer in spades, and those individuals don't even call this rock their home.